all of you. Today I will going to discuss another lesson, the Arithmetic Series. Arithmetic Series. It is the sum of the terms of the given arithmetic sequence. There are two formulas for arithmetic series. The use of each formula will depend on the given problem. First one, S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. We're going to use this formula if the first term and the last term is stated on the problem. But if the last term is not indicated on the problem, we're going to use S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Let's have an example. Find the sum of the series 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 16. On this problem, the first term and the last term are clearly stated. So let us solve. So given on the sequence, a sub 1 is 1, a sub n or the last term is 16, and there are 6 terms to be added to get the series. So the formula that we're going to use, since the first term and the last term are stated, it is S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. By substitution, you will have S sub 6 equals 6 over 2 times the quantity of 1 plus 16. And when we simplify that, it will result to S sub 6 equals 51. So the sum of the 6 terms is 51. Okay, another example. Find the sum of the series 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 16 up to the 15th term. So here, even though the first term is stated, but the last term is not indicated on the problem, so we're going to use the second formula, which is S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of 2a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. So, here is the solution. So, given a sub 1 is 1, the difference is 3 on the given sequence, and you were asked to find the sum of the 15 terms. So, the terms on that sequence is 15. So, the formula to be used, again, S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of 2a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. By substitution, you will have S sub 15 equals 15 over 2 times 2 times 1 plus the quantity of 15 minus 1 times 3. And when you simplify this one, the result would be 330. So the sum of the 15 terms on the given problem is 330. So another problem. Find the sum of all integers that are multiples of 4 from 1 up to 50. So here, the sequence is not stated, so you're going to identify the first term and the last term. Since it is multiples of 4, so that means our first term is 4 and our last term is 148. So, here is our solution. So, given a sub 1 is 4, since it is a multiples of 4, therefore, it implies that the difference between the terms is 4, and the last term on the sequence, given that condition, multiples of 4 up to 150, so the last term is 148. And we are required to find the sum of the terms from 4 up to 148, which are multiples of 4. So since the number of terms is not indicated on the problem, how many multiples of 4 are there between 4 and 148? So we're going to use the formula for arithmetic sequence to find n, which is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. And when we have find the number of terms, now we can use S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. So let us first find how many terms are there from 4 up to 148? So using the formula by substitution, our a sub n is 148. The first term is 4. The number of term is unknown. Then the difference is 4. So by substitution, we'll have 148 equals 4 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times 4. Simplifying that, it will lead you to 148 equals 4 plus 4n minus 4. Combining similar terms, so what will be left on the right side would be 4n. So 148 equals 4n. Dividing both sides by 4. So n is 37. So there are 37 terms from 4 up to 148. And those terms or numbers are multiples of 4. So we can now find their sum. Using the formula, S sub n equals n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. So by substitution, since n is 37, so S sub 37 equals 37 over 2 times the quantity of 4 plus 148. 4 plus 148 is 152, multiply to 37 and divided by 2. The sum of the 37 terms is 2,812. So I do hope that you have learned something about arithmetic series.